Hello, my friends. Welcome back to Daily English Fluent Podcast. I am Jake, and today I am very happy to practice English with you. In today's podcast, we are going to talk about a warm and friendly topic, your best friend. This is a very common topic in daily conversation. People often ask, "Who is your best friend?" Or, "How did you meet your best friend?" Or, "What do you like to do together?" These questions sound easy, but sometimes English learners feel unsure about how to describe another person clearly. Maybe you know simple words like nice or funny, but you do not know how to build a full description. Maybe you want to tell a story about how you met your friend, but you do not know which words to use first. Do not worry. This is very normal. Today, we will learn simple sentences and useful vocabulary. We will use easy English. We will use short sentences. We will use natural examples about friendship, memories, and shared activities. By the end of this podcast, you will feel comfortable talking about your best friend. First, let's understand why this topic is useful. Talking about friendship is a wonderful way to connect with new people. It shows your personality and your values, because the person you choose as a best friend often says something about who you are. A good answer about your best friend usually includes a few important parts. Part 1. Who this person is and how you know them. Part 2. What this person looks like or what their personality is like. Part 3. How you met or how long you have been friends. Part 4. What you like to do together. Part 5. Why this friendship is important to you. Let's make a simple example. My best friend's name is Maria. We met in high school, and we have been friends for almost 10 years. She is very kind and funny. We love watching movies together, and she always makes me laugh, even on a bad day. This is a clear, simple, complete answer. Now, let's look at each part more closely. The first part is introducing the person. You can say, "My best friend's name is." You can say, "I want to talk about my friend." You can say, "One of the most important people in my life is." All of these are natural ways to begin. Let's practice. My best friend's name is Daniel. I have known him since we were children. This introduces the person clearly and gives a small hint about the length of the friendship. The second part is describing appearance and personality. For appearance, you can say, "He is tall with short brown hair," or "She has long dark hair and a bright smile." These descriptions do not need to be long, just a simple, clear picture. For personality, you can use adjectives like funny, kind, honest, generous, patient, and confident. Let's build an example. My friend Sarah is not very tall, and she has curly hair. She always smiles, and people say her smile is very warm. She is also extremely honest, sometimes too honest, but I love that about her. Notice the phrase "too honest." This shows a small, funny detail, which makes the description feel real and personal, not just a list of facts. The third part is talking about how you met. This is often the most interesting part of the story. You can say, "We met at school," or "We met at work," or "We were neighbors when we were young," or "We met through a mutual friend." Let's build a short story. I met my best friend Tom in university. We were in the same class, and we became partners for a big project. At first, we were just classmates, but after working together for a few weeks, we became close friends. This kind of small story adds interest to your description. It is not just information, it is a memory. The fourth part is describing shared activities. This shows what your friendship looks like in daily life. You can say, "We often go for coffee together." You can say, "We like to play sports on weekends." You can say, "We talk on the phone almost every day." You can say, "We travel together whenever we have free time." Let's make an example. My best friend and I love hiking. Almost every month, we go to the mountains together and spend the whole day walking and talking. It is our favorite way to relax and forget about our busy lives. This example gives a clear picture of the friendship in action, not just words describing it. The fifth part is explaining why this friendship matters to you. This is the emotional heart of your description. You can say, "She always supports me," or "He understands me better than anyone," or "I can always be myself around her." Let's build a full example. My best friend is important to me because she always listens without judging. Whenever I have a problem, she gives me honest advice, and she always makes time for me, even when she is busy. I feel very lucky to have her in my life. This kind of sentence shows depth and gratitude, which makes your English sound natural and warm. Now, let's put all 5 parts together into one complete introduction. My best friend's name is Lucas. We met in secondary school more than 15 years ago. He is tall, friendly, and always has a joke ready to make people laugh. We spend a lot of time together, watching football matches and cooking big dinners on weekends. He is important to me because he has always been there for me, in good times and difficult times. I am really grateful to have a friend like him. This is a complete, natural description that uses simple grammar but sounds warm and personal. Let's talk about useful vocabulary for describing friendship. Loyal means someone who is always faithful and supportive. You can say, "My best friend is very loyal, and she has never let me down." Trustworthy means someone you can trust completely. You can say, "I can share my secrets with him because he is trustworthy." Supportive means someone who helps and encourages you. You can say, "My friend is very supportive when I feel stressed." Down to earth means someone who is simple, friendly, and not arrogant. You can say she is very down to earth, even though she is very successful. Reliable means someone you can always count on. You can say he is very reliable, he always keeps his promises. Let's practice more full examples. Example 1. My best friend's name is Anna. We have known each other since childhood because our mothers were friends. Anna is very cheerful and always finds something positive, even in difficult situations. We love going shopping together and trying new restaurants in the city. She makes my life brighter, and I do not know what I would do without her. Example 2. My closest friend is called Marco. We met at work about 5 years ago. He is quiet at first, but once you know him, he is one of the funniest people you will ever meet. We usually meet on Friday evenings to play video games or watch a movie. He always gives me great advice when I feel confused about life. Example 3. I want to talk about my friend Julia. We were roommates during university, and we became inseparable. She has a very calm personality, and she helps me stay relaxed when I feel nervous. We now live in different cities, but we call each other every week. Let's talk about common mistakes when describing a friend. The first mistake is giving very general descriptions without details. Someone asks about your best friend, and you simply say, "She is nice." This is too short and does not give a real picture. A better sentence adds specific details. For example, "She is nice because she always remembers small things, like my birthday or my favorite food." The second mistake is only describing appearance and forgetting personality. Appearance is easy to describe, but personality and shared memories make the description interesting. The third mistake is speaking without any feeling. Friendship is an emotional topic, so let your voice show warmth and appreciation when you talk about this person. Now, let's imagine a real conversation. Someone asks, "Do you have a best friend?" You could say, "Yes, definitely. Her name is Sophie, and we have been friends since we were about 10 years old. She is one of the funniest and kindest people I know, and I honestly cannot imagine my life without her." This is a natural, warm, and complete answer. Now imagine someone asks, "What do you usually do with your best friend?" You could say, "We usually meet for coffee once a week, and we talk about everything, our jobs, our families, our problems. Sometimes we just sit quietly and enjoy each other's company." It is very relaxing. This shows depth and closeness in a simple, natural way. Let's also talk about long-distance friendships, because many best friends do not live close to each other anymore. You can say, my best friend moved to another country 2 years ago, but we still talk almost every day through video calls. You can say, even though we live far apart, our friendship has not changed at all. These sentences show that distance does not always weaken a strong friendship, which is a very relatable topic for many listeners. Let's talk about what makes a good friendship, because this is another natural extension of the topic. You can say, a good friendship needs trust and honesty. You can say, I think a good friend listens without judging. You can say, for me, the most important thing in a friendship is that we can talk about anything. Let's build an example. I think trust is the most important part of any friendship. My best friend and I can tell each other anything, even difficult things, and we never judge each other. That is why our friendship has lasted so long. This kind of reflection makes your English sound thoughtful and mature, and it is very common in deeper conversations about relationships. Let's also talk about small conflicts, because even best friends sometimes disagree. You can say, we do not always agree, but we always talk things through. You can say, we had a small argument last year, but we solved it quickly. You can say, even good friends have disagreements sometimes. That is normal. Let's make an example. Last year, my friend and I had a small disagreement about a trip we were planning. We were both a little upset, but we talked about it calmly, and we understood each other's point of view. Our friendship became even stronger after that. This kind of honest sentence shows emotional maturity, and it makes your English sound natural rather than perfect and unrealistic. Now, let's talk about describing a group of friends instead of just one best friend, because this topic can also expand naturally. You can say, I have a small group of close friends from university. You can say, we all met in our first year, and we have stayed close ever since. You can say, every year, we try to organize a trip together, even though we now live in different cities. Let's build an example. Besides my best friend, I also have a small group of close friends from high school. There are 5 of us, and even though we live in different places now, we still have a group chat, and we message each other every day. Once a year, we all try to meet in person, and it always feels like no time has passed at all. This kind of description shows a wider circle of friendship, which many listeners will relate to. Let's learn a few more useful phrases for this topic. You can say, we clicked immediately. This means you became friends very quickly and naturally. You can say, we have so much in common. This means you share many interests or values. You can say, she always has my back. This means she always supports and protects you. You can say, we grew apart. This means a friendship became weaker over time, often without any big argument. Let's use these in sentences. When I met my best friend, we clicked immediately. We have so much in common, we both love reading and hiking, and we both grew up in small towns. Even after all these years, she always has my back, no matter what happens. Let's imagine a classroom situation where a teacher asks students to describe a friend. You could say, hello everyone. I would like to talk about my best friend, whose name is Emma. We met 5 years ago at a language exchange event, and we became close very quickly because we both love traveling. She is very energetic and always brings positive energy to our group. We try to travel together at least once a year, and every trip becomes a wonderful memory. I feel very lucky to have a friend like her. This sounds complete, warm, and natural for a classroom or podcast setting. Let's also imagine a casual conversation. A new friend asks, who is your best friend? You could reply, my best friend is my cousin, actually. We grew up in the same neighborhood, so we have basically known each other our whole lives. We are more like siblings than cousins. We fight sometimes, like siblings do, but we always make up quickly. What about you? Do you have a best friend? This keeps the conversation natural and invites the other person to share too, which is an important skill in real spoken English. Before we finish, let's review the main points. When you talk about your best friend, start by introducing them, their name, and how long you have known each other. Then describe their appearance briefly and their personality in more detail. Share a short story about how you met. Talk about the activities you enjoy doing together. Finally, explain why this friendship is important to you. Keep your sentences simple and clear, and let your voice show real warmth, because friendship is a topic full of emotion and connection. Today, try to write a few sentences about your own best friend. Think about their personality, your favorite memory together, and why they matter to you. Say your answer out loud and practice it again tomorrow. The more you practice, the more natural your English will become. Thank you for listening to Daily English Fluent Podcast. I am Jake, and I am very happy you practiced with me today. Keep listening, keep speaking, keep improving step by step. See you in the next podcast.